I would say the first interest of this machine is the algorithm provided by Illusonic that provides this audio immersion. We designed the board, the electronic, as a high-end audio product made in Switzerland and not as some other product designed for the mass market. We have a powerful DSP that is in charge of all the data processing, and all the DAC section, so digital to analog conversion, is done really like 8 times a good stereo digital to analog converter. We don't use here multi-channel codecs or chips. It's only pure stereo chips that are used, simply copied 8 times to bring perfect channel isolation and a very good quality also. So we tried to keep every sensitive parts away from any disturbances, and we did a power supply section which is really separated from the rest. We decided to use multi-layer PCB to be able to shield some parts between the other. We have quite a good experience in making high-end audio designs for different brands, but this time it was a bit different because Christophe wanted us to make something rational and no esoteric stuff in there, just to make the right engineering to have a very well working system, good performances. So we had to keep this rational and sober approach to have a good design, simple and efficient. All the production process is done in Switzerland, except of course, the electronic parts which are coming from Asia as usual. But all the assembly of the PCB is done in Switzerland. Either here in this area we have some partners that do this kind of things, and the final assembly is done by hand here. All the boards are tested manually here, completely tested. Measured also with an audio analyzer, so we measure the performances of every single channel on the 16 ones. Every single input is measured and tested, so we can ensure reliability and quality during production. Also, the final assembly of the chassis is done here. Chassis is manufactured in Switzerland as well, though it's really a Swiss-made product. The idea was to make a chassis that is rational, to use aluminium because it's not too heavy. It's very good, ensuring a good high-frequency shielding. I would say most of the cost has been put it inside the electronic and not inside the chassis. The chassis is nice, is well done, has a good manufacturing quality, but we didn't want to spend all the money in there, but more to put the effort inside the electronic, and of course all the calculation, which is really the point of Illusonic. We had a listening session with Christophe and using computers to make the calculation, and this was the first time for me to hear this kind of thing, where you don't have this usual very small sweet spot, but you have really a complete sound field, and you are inside the sound field. And especially the comparison in 5.1 systems with a standard DVD, and you just play with bypass the calculation or engage the calculation, and wow, it's a different world. So for us, the goal was to design a good hardware to be able to put that in a box that people can buy and have it at home. And it was great to be involved in this project because it's fantastic I think it's a fantastic new thing on the market. You had nothing like that before.